it's Lupita. This is my life. Welcome back to another video. So, hey, hi, hello. I know. You can't believe it. I'm here. Hi. As you can tell from the title, we're about to do this look right here. A little natural makeup, no makeup look. Even though it's obviously makeup. But I did mostly Rare Beauty and some little bits and bobs from other brands, mostly Rare Beauty. Just, you know, where Rare Beauty can fill in the gaps. I did it with other brands. Because a girl needs powder. I'm shiny. Look, I'm shiny right now and I just finished my makeup, so it's just a thing. I really want to get that new poreless primer, but I don't. I have the illuminator one, so again, I'm just looking shiny. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So sorry for disappearing, but hopefully you'll stay and find out what happened. I love you guys, and let's get right into it. But before we do, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Become a Lupita Lander, become one of my besties, get your passport, your citizenship, the whole shebang. Don't forget to turn on that bell, because if you do, you won't see me again. It's just a thing that happened and we hate it here, so turn on that bell. I love you guys, and I'll see you in like 2 seconds. Bye! Hi. It's been a long time. Don't look at the background. Ignore it. I know it's a mess. Hi. I just wanted to get on here because it's been forever. I'm so sorry. Okay, here's the thing. Depression. But also, I've been gaining weight and it goes to my face. And I just wasn't really confident to get on camera, if I'm honest, which is why I wanted to do this video in this way. Let's do a natural makeup, no makeup look with Rare Beauty, because that's what they stand for, like natural beauty. I think this is perfect. Yeah, I haven't been okay. I don't know, I want to be who I always am on camera for you guys. And I knew I wasn't going to be able to, you know, be my usual self. So that's why I was just like, I can't. But that's why we're here, we're back, we're gonna make videos again and post. I'm so sorry, I hated it. I hated it more than you guys hated it. Trust and believe, okay? So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. A little natural, no makeup look. Yeah. So we're gonna use the Rare Beauty spray. I don't know what it is. I already did my skincare, sunscreen. Don't forget sunscreen, please. The wind is taking it away. My window's open, by the way. Oh, by the way, look at my nails. I feel like they look like space or like Aurora Borealis. I love them. And then my ring. Hopefully it'll focus. Hopefully you can see that. And I'll put up a picture. And it says Lupita Land. Because I love my land. Okay, let's do this. Whoa, why does that feel weird? I think it's because I haven't used it in a minute. Again, just because it makes me look at how shiny it's like illuminating AF. I'm gonna go to my friend's house and we're gonna bake, and it's gonna be a ball. But yeah, I have not been feeling like my best self, which is why I really do need to like get back on keto or something to help myself, because I cannot. So we're gonna use this Rare Beauty foundation. Mine's in 340C. I don't even think it matches me, like, I don't know. I use it though. I really do love this foundation, because you really do like not need that much, or like, I don't know, her products just make it so you feel like you don't need as much. But yeah, guys, okay, so I wanted to talk about Cruel Summer. So I think from this point on, spoilers, please watch it. You can watch it via Hulu. I recommend. I did get the Rare Beauty brush. Cruel Summer. That one was kind of an interesting show. If you don't know, it's kind of based on two people. Oh god, what are their names? Oh yeah, I don't know their names anymore, but because it's been a while since I watched the finale, so I'm so sorry that I don't know the names. I'll put them up, but let's say there's a nerdy girl and a popular girl. So the nerdy girl, has her friends, and she's like, they're both in high school, but you know, obviously the popular girl, per usual, grew up a little fast, is all put together, looks very mature and beautiful. The nerdy girl is also beautiful, but she has that beauty like as a child, you know, like she isn't as put together. She cares more still about, you know, playing games and having friends with friends rather than having a boyfriend. Or so we think. The show is kind of filmed in a very interesting way where they will show, I think it's between 3 years. I can't remember if it's 1994, 5 and 6, or 1993, 4 and 5. So one of those. It's between 3 years. I'm gonna use this one from Elf because the one that I chose for my, it's a little light, so it really, I'll have that one as a touch in my under eye. And then the way they represent each year is like, one of the first year is like very innocent, bright, sunshine, everything is kind of perfect for both girls, or starting to be. Then the second year gets slightly darker, and the third year it was kind of bad. I wish they would have used something different to represent the years, or maybe trusted us better to recognize that the years were different based on like their style. Or they simply just could have told us, like, because the third year was very dark, very grainy, the filter just looked bad in my opinion. So basically, nerd girl is playing around with her friends and she spots popular girl at the mall, and she's kind of like in the same little kiosk, kind of like, she really eyed her out. Nerd girl saw the popular girl and she kind of just like, you could tell that she wanted to talk to her and like kind of say hi, and it seemed like she had this huge urge to like know the popular girl and, you know, see the other side, the, you know, the look at how light that is. It's beautiful though. Trust and believe. I really do love the Rare Beauty concealer. I just need to get one for my whole face because this is very light. Honestly, I feel like these kinds of shows nowadays with like Netflix and, I don't know, Netflix originals and Hulu originals, we're just becoming more impatient, and I was just like, come on, let the show end already. So a lot of the times I would like watch 3, stop watching for a few weeks, watch 3 or watch 2, and then finally the finale. It was kind of short though. I think it was like either 13 or 11 episodes, so I don't know what that means. Usually I feel like Freeform is 20 episodes, or it was back in the day with like Pretty Little Liars and such. I definitely did not do well by doing the no makeup look. This is a lot of makeup already. I'm so sorry. I always do the same thing. Okay, so I'm gonna get my Laura translucent setting powder. I think this is in honey because I try to use the light one, just translucent. Girl, it made me look and feel dry. It's so much better. You just find yourself kind of wanting to know more from the mystery, which, by the way, if you don't know, at one point popular girl disappears and then she's found, and there's just this whole mystery of who did it, and she kind of calls out nerd girl by name, like, hey, I know you saw me and you didn't call to get me out. And there was a lot to unpack there. I do want to do a separate video, I think a makeup video, on grooming, and there's another, like, I read a comic, like webtoons, but it wasn't webtoons, and I'll talk about that in my next makeup video. Whew, that one's gonna be a lot. Just grooming on grooming, and how it's just always prevalent in like either teen or young adult, and even like kids shows. Let's not talk much about Girl Meets World. I loved that show, and I loved Maya and Josh, Uncle Josh. That sounds so bad. He was like 3 years older than her. But in reality, yeah, like, they were so wrong. The only reason I think I let it slide is because I knew it was unrealistic, would never happen, and I was 19 while I was watching that. Like, I was fully aware, like, no respectable young man would be attracted to a child. Respectable being keyword. But anyways, yeah, there was so much in this to unpack, and the whole time I was like, okay, they're going to get to end obviously in 50-50 because they have to. It has to be a 50-50. So I was just like, either she's guilty or she's not. That's an obvious thing. But a few years ago, Freeform had the show Guilt, and it was very much the same premises. I think it was this girl dies. No, I think a guy dies. Shoot, no, I don't know. No, a girl dies. One girl dies, and the lead was very suspected of murder, and she's over here just trying to clear her name while also trying to figure out Who did it? Was it her boyfriend? Who was it? Maybe it was somebody else. Who knows? Again, spoiler alert. Ultimately, she's not guilty. It was not her. She just really did a lot of sketchy things and she looked guilty. It ended up being one of her best friends who did it and then asked the boyfriend, I think, to take the fall or something along those lines, or asked him to kill himself. I can't remember what it was. So the lead basically gets so mad at her that she kills her. So she ends up being guilty in one way or another. But in, you know, regards to what she was actually being interrogated for or searched for, it was not, she was not guilty for that. So I thought, okay, she wasn't guilty, then there's a huge probability that this one will be guilty. But I'm not going to tell you I decided. I didn't. I was like, I don't know, she looks guilty, she doesn't look guilty. And the whole of the finale, they make it look like she's not. Because you find out that the girl that the other girl saw that night, because she saw somebody, she said she was in a basement, she wasn't, she was just in the living room. The person who stole her, which was a teacher, again, grooming, ew. And I'm using this Ulta Beauty brow pencil and I love it. Very reminiscent to the Anastasia one. Half of the price, 10 out of 10 I recommend. I think it was like $10. I need to get more. I completely forgot I was gonna do my brow first because the foundation always completely erases them and I'm like, where do I start? So the popular girl, she sees somebody and she thinks it's Nerd Girl, but it's not. It's Nerd Girl's best friend. She's like, you didn't see me. That was my friend. And in later years, they stopped being friends, Nerd Girl, because she wanted to be like a popular girl. And her best friend was like, you're changing, da da da. They stopped being friends. And then Nerd Girl's friend becomes Popular Girl's friend, and she's like, you aren't who I thought you were, da da da. Again, Nerd Girl is being judgy. Popular Girl seemed very nice. She was very nice. And everything seems nice and dandy. The whole world now forgives Nerd Girl because, again, Popular Girl called out Nerd Girl on TV saying, hey, I know you saw me and you didn't ask somebody to save me, da da da. And the whole world hated her because, like, why would she want to do that? Why would she want to keep her in captivity? She ended up saying that Popular Girl forgives the other girl, Nerd Girl's friend, who's also her friend, and it's all happily ever after. So the very end, and I was tricked by everything because she kind of explained it perfectly and I was like, oh my god. But at the back of my mind I was like, Nerd Girl says she sneaks into that place a lot, and from what we can see, it was only like 3 times. Basically, the story goes, Popular Girl gets abducted. We don't know with whom or by whom, and then soon we find out it's a teacher. And that same house, Nerd Girl and her friends sneaked in to play hide and seek. They just chose some keys, did the direction, and went. They got the keys from her dad's job. I guess he's a realtor or something like that. Nerd Girl, instead of sneaking the keys back, kept them. And so she sneaks into that home a couple more times. So there is the time they went to play hide and seek, the time that Nerd Girl's best friend spots Popular Girl in the house. Nerd Girl didn't see her though, apparently, quote unquote. And the third time is at the end of the series finale. And that's what was in the back of my head. I'm like, she says, they kind of imply it, that she sneaked in a lot of times. Because she kind of had this itch for it. This, will I get caught? Will I not get caught? It seemed like she had this kind of dark side to her, you know? Like, she's pretending she's so innocent or with her friends. Meanwhile, she was craving to be popular. She was craving a whole other life without her friend even knowing. She just never admitted it to them, which I find really weird. If you want that, you should say it. I remember I had a classmate in like junior high and she hung out with us, but she was really cute and sweet. I'm not gonna say that she was like direct Popular Girl material. I'm not saying like you have to be a specific way, but you kind of do, you know? I feel like you gotta be kind of a little mean, a little kind of like, you know, I got it going on to be a popular girl. And she kind of had an air like that, just a little bit, because she was really pretty and she was very put together. And if you're lucky, you know, you make friends with the right people, you get to be a certain kind of person. And she was with us, but I remember one time she didn't sit with us for lunch and she went to sit somewhere else, and then she came back another day and she was like, oh, can I sit with them? And I was like, why are you asking us? Like, you already left us one time. And she kind of looked sad, but it's like we had waited for her that day, you know what I mean? And she didn't say anything, she just didn't appear, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? So likewise, it's like, just say you want to be somewhere else, and it will, you know, hurt, but it'll hurt a little less than just not showing up one day. I have experience in that for sure with like best friends in high school where suddenly they just stopped appearing, and I'm like, you're telling me you were friends, but you're not acting like one. And I would prefer it if people stopped doing that. So I used the Rare Beauty for the gel. Now I'm gonna use this one, primer potion for the eyes. At the end, we see that she has snuck into that teacher's home once more, and she hears a noise and she stops in her tracks, and she hears Popular Girl from the basement pounding and pounding and pounding. Is anybody there? Open up. I'm trapped. Help me. He's trapped me. Blah blah blah. Something of that sort. So we are stuck after being tricked into believing she was innocent in some way or another. I'm very gullible. You can definitely trick me into believing you're innocent, even if you're not, even if I suspected you. I hate that about me. Like, I give people second chances. So yes, she heard that and left. So she knew that she was there. In the end, she did in actuality want to steal her life and be Popular Girl. She wanted to be the main one, and I think that's what it was. That's the ultimate thing here, because I always wondered why it mattered. In the series itself, Nerd Girl and Popular Girl kind of hash it out because she wanted to know, like, hey, why did you do all this? If it wasn't you, who was it? And that's where she tells her, like, hey, that wasn't me, that was my best friend. She didn't know that, but they kind of figured it out. But the way she looks is so innocent. The way she looked, like, figuring it out, it kind of just tricked me into believing, like, oh my god, she really didn't know. And maybe it was more of the shock, like, ooh, I can get away with this, you know? But she didn't have, like, duping delight or anything like that, so that's what was curious. So I'm using this bronzer, and I'm just gonna try to dust as little as possible, just to give myself a little bit of dimension. My battery died. Hello. And then I'm gonna use my new eyeliner brush. It's really cute, from Sonia Kashuk, I think it is. I'm gonna spray it. And then I'm gonna use Leader from this one to make like a little bit of eyeliner. I know that there's a Rare Beauty liner, but this is a natural look. I'll put some later to show you how it would look though, because I am going out. So I like a little bit more liner. Ooh, that's so cute. Look at that gentle liner there. So while they were hashing it out, ooh, that's so cute. Oh my god, I love it. I don't even know if I want to ruin that with like liner. That's so cute. Ooh, oh my god, it's so pretty. Oh my goodness. People are going crazy out there. So now I'm gonna get just a little bit of sin. I really shouldn't, like, I keep adding more makeup. This is my problem. I do this every time. It's just gonna look like natural makeup, if I'm honest, rather than no makeup. I love a shiny inner corner. Now, I wanted to try something, even though, again, this isn't the kind of makeup for this. I'm gonna try it. So, I got Cover FX, and I want to try the bronzer. This looks, I know it looks beautiful, but we're doing Rare. We're doing Rare Beauty, so I can't. I feel like it kind of does fit me, which I'm glad for, because it just, I know it seems chocolatey, but sometimes it's too warm that it looks like my own skin tone, you know? So look at this. I actually hit pan, but I kind of covered it because I keep, you know, rubbing it. I used to use my brush directly on it, but like the little fuzzies would get on there, so I stopped doing that. I love using this. I actually do love the soft pink as well, but the way this one is so velvety, it's just so much fun to blend. I can't not use it, you know? Like, I've never felt more cute ever. Are you kidding me? So like I was saying before I got rudely interrupted by my battery die, while they were hashing everything out and figuring out who saw what, apparently, quote unquote, Nerd Girl had not seen her, and she would steal her Nerd Girl self in this point when she had snuck in, and she had not seen her, but her best friend had seen Popular Girl in the house. She just thought she was entering this yeah, he was vice principal, I think. She just entered this teacher's house and didn't know what she was getting herself into. Okay, now we're gonna get some of this. I'm just gonna put a little bit on my hand to start, and it is Flaunt. I had this other darker one. It did not work for me. It just looked like bronzer, like really shiny bronzer, so I just put it in my foundation occasionally. Look at how pretty that is. Oh my god. It's so like subtle. I'm gonna put more on the nose because we love a shiny nose. While they were hashing that out, basically she didn't know that she was there. She was like, I know it was you. I saw the boombox on the stereo. And she's like, well, she said it was a card on it. And she's like, the one with the boombox. And she's like, yeah. She's like, that's not my bike. That's my best friend's bike. It wasn't me you saw. And she's like, oh my god. You know, so they were both kind of like, oh my god. But I feel like now it seems like Nerd Girl, you know. It's like, oh, this is my out. So at the end, when we see her at the house again, she was actually her transformed self. Straightened hair. For the nerd, she had her curly frizzy hair, of course, per usual, because curls can be beautiful. It's so annoying. She was walking in there in her transformed, popular self. She heard her, and she didn't do anything. You could see her like trying to open the door, but then like stopping herself. So it's like interesting. So while they were having this discussion, she realized that she even told Popular Girl, you dropped your life, you weren't even interested in your boyfriend anymore, you were so over faking it, da da da. I wasn't stealing your life, I was just taking what you didn't even want, da da da. And she kind of realized like, yeah, you're right, I didn't want my life. But now this makes you think like it wasn't enough for Nerd Girl to be popular, she wanted to be the most popular, and I feel like that's what it was, you know. I could have it like this, super cute, super matte, which I like. This is the Nyx Lingerie Push-Up, which is good. I don't like putting it to red without like, you know, blotting it a bit because it's pretty strong and the texture is kind of weird. But we are gonna put this over top. It's the one in Nearly Berry. Don't like that. How beautiful is that? The glosses have a texture unlike anything. Literally like clouds. 10 out of 10 I recommend. So I'm going to curl my lashes and I'm going to use my telescopic mascara. I actually really like it. It really extends your lashes, so I recommend it. Honestly, Cruel Summer is kind of sad how you see Popular Girl basically be groomed by her teacher, and I kind of like it in the sense where they do the flip from where Pretty Little Liars began. I'm going to be talking about all of this in like TV shows. What's interesting is they did it while they weren't even in school at all. Like it was all over the summer. They kind of bonded, or he started grooming over the summer, so he wasn't even established as a teacher yet. And it's really sad because per usual it's like trust and believe everything is a groomer's fault, but her parents did kind of have her be way too accessible to people, just trusting of anyone around them just because parents know them. I had like a completely different upbringing. Like my mom was always very much like, you don't trust anyone, I don't care who it is, if it's your uncles, if it's your dad, if it's your brother, if they do something weird, touch you weird, you tell me. And so I was always raised that way, and I found it weird like how she was so trusting. More so than anything is like just choosing to run away to a strange man's home. Again, not her fault, she is very much groomed into doing that. It's just how comfortable also I think her parents made her to do that, or even being kicked out. Like we already know her mom is kind of trash, kind of is very loose. It's just incredible to me that even when she woke up after all of that, I think they drank together and everything, she still didn't. I think that was the next day. But anyways, she slept over, and even in the morning light, she didn't kind of react. That's what broke my heart. You know, like I said, I watched a lot of Stephanie Sue and true crime, so you kind of get this feeling like, please don't do this. Run away as fast as you can. I don't trust no one. My mom taught me that. But it's heartbreaking because she has this cute, innocent crush, and he's seeing her as an adult when she doesn't know half the things to be an adult or what the world has to offer. She doesn't realize any of it. I barely realize any of it. And you could see that when she's trapped there, and first they have like this honeymoon phase, and then after a while it's like, I miss my parents. Okay, so those are the finishing touches. I got a Rare Beauty spray. Seal it all in, and of course, new perfume. I love this one. That's it for this video. Yeah, Cruel Summer. It was interesting. I think it was good, but I feel like it seemed a lot better because of the whole weird way they filmed it, which is out of sync. One day, 3 years. I don't even know how I'm saying it, but it was very weirdly filmed. I was very much tricked. I did kind of feel like Nerd Girl was guilty, but she was so adamant, and I really wanted to believe that she wasn't. I don't know why, but I did. For some reason, I think the popular girl, like, she was believable, but also you just wanted to believe that maybe, I don't know, maybe there was something weird. I remember watching the trailers. I thought we were gonna see like Nerd Girl obsessed with like posters everywhere, and there wasn't any of that. There was no shrine, so I mean, it wasn't even her who did it. I thought it was gonna be her who like stole her or something. Maybe we'll find out that she kind of pushes the teacher into that, because I don't know, TV magic, they can do it if they wanted to. On the show though, for this season, for sure, it was just shown that the teacher just saw a popular girl and was like, oh my god, she's so magnetic. So he felt for her. He went towards a student. I need to comb my hair out. But yeah guys, that is it. That is all. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I missed you guys so much. I'm so sorry for disappearing. Y'all should comment and tell me that I shouldn't disappear again, and hopefully I won't. I'll try not to. I mean, again, I was hoping and wanting to film. I actually ran out of like good videos to post. I had one, but it was just too long to edit, and again, I just didn't have the energy or the will to edit, which is unfortunate. But yeah, that is it. That is all. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Become a Lupita Lander. Become one of my besties. Get your passport, your citizenship, the whole shebang. Don't forget to turn on that bell, because if you do, you won't see me again. That's just the thing that happens, and we hate that here. So please subscribe. Oh my god, I can't believe I did that without a hitch. And I haven't done it in like more than 3 weeks for sure. Anyways, I love you guys so much. I'm Lupita. This is my land. Welcome to Lupita Land. Bye guys.